Why, hello there, my fellow dwarven warriors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. Episode 9, Rhád, the Orcslayer. So I'm going to make an oven, and then go kill some orcs. So my bonus is Traveler. So fast traveling has lower penalties, which is nice. Yes. I was wondering about this. It's definitely getting cramped here, so at some point I'm going to need to expand the footprint, but I'm not there just yet. So an oven is different than your roasting pit or hearth in that you can make food to carry with you, rather than meals that you eat immediately. So I'm making a whole lot of lembas bread, as they are like a full potion, if you will. So here are the recipes I have. The Elvish Way bread requires the Elbrath Blessing, which you can only get a finite amount from the Elvish Quarter, and the bloom and the oats. But we also have dried apple, or dried fruit, which is dried grab apple. We have meat. We have honey cakes, so on and so forth, of all different levels of recovery. And then let's make some breakfast. Ideally, I think fighting them on a lunch meal would be best, but I have an axe to pick with them, so I'm going to go back sooner than that. Another thing that would be good is, let's go ahead and craft an Erebor City Watch Helmet Tier 2. Get rid of our long bottom. So that during the fight, I will go to armor rather than to not armor. And although that's not a matching set, I'm just going to put on that for now. I'll probably wait until this bread is done. Let's grab our evening ale. How many hours do I have in this ape? 5.5?
Across her hip. She skewered up an orc as she took another sip. One hand around a tankard, the other up to whale. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
I keep getting the same song.
I live for ale, a fire, and a song.
So the traveler bonus that I have here is woke up ready for an adventure. Cost to fast travel is reduced for a long time. It's not a terrible bonus. And then my early bird, reasonable breakfast, reduces energy costs. So I'll have reduced energy costs while fighting, which is also not a terrible bonus. It's not like a health regen bonus, but it's still pretty good. And the bread will be done in just a minute and a half. I intend to boost myself for this fight, so I'll take both the Fury and the Warding. And then smash up some orcs. Cannot wait. Now, the higher level hearths will have a land claim, which will also include, like, the houses across the street itself, really, like, everything within this quarter. So I'm just brainstorming to myself, like, once I outgrow this area, I could knock down these walls in front and have a fortress that goes all the way across the street, so that this raised platform here, everything up these steps become mine if I want. Like, that's, you could really build big if you want. Nothing stopping you other than time and resources. Alright, come on, Brad. There we go. Collected 8 of that. That is a lot of bread to use. Hopefully I won't need it. So, Orktown. Let's go. And I'll try to fight better this time, because last time was a bit of an embarrassment. I did kill all the ads, though, for whatever that's worth. Oops. I might want a shield in my hand.
One dead.
So I still have the early bird buff. I'm in high spirits for tomorrow. I've got basically full tiredness. I'm ready with my helmet now. I'm wearing the proper helmet, and 7 and 8 are my buffs. Alright, you big idiot. It's time for you to die. My weapon tier is like a little low for this fight.
That's all you got?
Against him, which is fine. I'll take it as a challenge, although I'm like tickling him.
Will be a load of Moria.
Well, we'll see. With the Lembas bread I have, it should be alright, even if he cracks my armor.
Like Azog. Dwarf scum.
Alright, all of you arrows need to stop. Dear lord.
And lose your head like a good dwarf. Stay down.
One thing you could do in fights like this is to bring spare armor. There's like nothing stopping you from having 2 sets. And because he's already broken my other helmet, my stronger helmet, I can just use the light illumination helmet.
You'll die like any orc. Dwarf scum. Come here and lose your head like a good dwarf. Got ya. No orc will be lord of Moria.
I don't want to use all my bread, but
Give up already.
I'm curious how arrows would affect him. I don't have my
Stay
I just
down.
picked up some sunstone. I don't have my my best arrows on me. Excuse me. But they could be a possibility. Let's drink the swift or the warding again, so I'm warded.
Come here and lose your head like a good dwarf.
And not a lot of damage, but it's something.
Give up already. You will fall like Azog. You will die. You'll die like any orc. Stay down.
No, I refuse to stay down. So this would have been better had a tier 3 weapon. Oops, going into this fight. Because when it's gray damage, it means that your weapons, ouch, are too low level to be particularly effective against them, but I'm stubborn and doing it anyway.
Dwarf scum. Stay down.
Who's got you back doing quarter, buddy?
Lose your head like a good dwarf.
Ouch.
Give up already. You will fall like Azog.
Haha! Got you with a shield ram. That's how you kill him. Alright, I am beat to hell, but victorious. So let's loot the area. So off of him, I got a bunch of sapphire, some iron ore, a lot of black diamonds, a whole treasure hoard of black diamonds. There is a key, or a chest, rather. Even more black diamonds. Sunstone is a very important resource for Durin's lamps. So you were asking about how to dispel shadow. You can make Durin lamps in order to push the shadow away. Now, some shadow zones will have broken lamps to be repaired in their area, and it's a lot cheaper to repair a broken one than to build one from scratch. But yeah, Orc Town is now cleared. There's some precious gems. I'll just mark that down, that there's more gems in here, if I ever need them in the future. And I don't think there's really anything else to loot. Most of the loot is on that chest and on the boss. Because as you can see up here, it's like some biteweed and that's about it. There's nothing in the upper center circle. It's mostly just a defensive platform for their archers to rain hell on you. Glowy thing on the top of the ring? Not that I see. That there is not a banner that drops a key, if you're wondering.
We got orcs! Get 'em! That's one more for me!
So I am going to break down the fast travel site that I had constructed to, you know, have a checkpoint here, and walk over to my other campsite instead. I would normally poll about what I do after this, but my polling thing broke, so I can't. It might have been a good idea to get that tin. I can always come back if I need to. At least I have it marked down. I know where it is. Alright. I want to get back home to repair the armor and put some stuff away. And then I am going to explore more of the Mines of Moria. What I want to do is explore this zone here. Actually, you know what? I'm so close to it. Let's see if it, like, dead ends quickly or not. Because I'm looking for statues to repair for the Orbo ring mail, or the Erebor ring mail. Because it will complete the tier 2 set. And I haven't found it yet.
Get 'em!
So that right there, center of the screen, is a broken Durin lamp. I was pretty sure I destroyed this nest already. Maybe I hadn't. Yeah, because I have, like, minerals marked down around here. So that's a bunch of gold. No, actually, I never marked this down. That's a lot of gold. I cannot wait to mine that. And that's iron. Iron's common enough, I'm not even marking it. This was the path I wanted to go down. So we have copper. Oh, there should be some broken statues here. More iron. And a broken statue. Perfect. Come on, ring mail. We also have what seems to be, yep, got the ring mail. What seems to be a new biome. Or something, because it's blue. So we've got yellow and blue. This was a dead-end door. So this is mayhaps the path forward. Process of elimination and all. Yep.
The crystal descent. Should be able to fix the mine hoist to get down there.
So, rebuild the mine hoist. The mine hoist costs 18 black diamonds, 20 elven wood, and 30 natural fiber. This is one of the reasons why I say hoard your black diamonds. I've said it a lot. Also, true crystal. It's this stuff, and it's everywhere down here. So these true quartz will allow me to make the Urgeon shield, which will glow like a torch, making it a lot easier for you all to see. There's a limited amount of it here, but this is called the Crystal Descent for a reason. So, descend at some point we shall. I think it would be wise for me to set up a camp here. So there's a point of travel here, and I can travel back to my mapstone from this. I didn't have to rebuild it. So, current priority right now is going to be rebuild the Crystal Descent. Alright, what did I unlock? The end of the Azog line, because I killed him. Information about rebuilding lamps. Crystal Descent. We found Sunstone and True Quartz for the first time. Crystal Flares. So, crystal flares are like wood flares, but you throw them for illumination. So if you want to illuminate like a head where there's enemies, you can throw it. So you don't have to like try to build torches in the middle of a fight. We have got the Erebor Ringmail, which I will make post-haste. The torches. So the torch, this torch here is a torch that never burns out. And it is a masterwork torch, meaning that that you can only have one masterwork at any time. So if I use that torch, I wouldn't be able to have other masterworks. And it's not my favorite masterwork, so I'm not going to bother. So there's the sexy ringmail. And one of the benefits of building a full a full set is you unlock cosmetic equivalents. So now in my recipe list, if I go back to the forge, you can see different designs. It's the same tier, but it just looks different. So I could be like silvery, of course this costs diamonds, or like a black tier 2 armor, or like a golden tier 2 armor, which costs the equivalent materials. But yeah, at this point, this is Erebor, 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 Erebor. Got it all. So the old stuff goes right there. Okay, there's a few other things I wanted to do before we before I go any further. One of which is to make that shield that I said I would make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a shield crest display. I'll set it up right here. And stick my... Oops. No, that's not what I meant to do. Stick my heirloom shield on there, because I'm planning on going into the Elven Quarter and making myself the shield that glows in the dark. Because my character's not tired enough that I have to turn in right now, because I did rest. Definitely collect sunstones. They're not quite as important, in my opinion, as like black diamonds is, because black diamonds are kind of the bottleneck for a lot of the story quest stuff. But the sunstones are going to be pretty important all the same. And as soon as polling comes back up, I'll go for viewer feedback for goals. But until then, I'm just going to be picking what I think is most suitable. And then also, while I'm in the Elven Quarter, I should get more ingredients for Lembas, because you saw how absolutely clutch that was, right? It was, you know, it absolutely kept me alive, so. Alright, recipe list. For the shield, I want 3 bronze, 9 true quartz, and the hide and elvenwood I can just get while I'm down there. I don't need to bring it. How did I find this game? I saw advertisements for it around the time that it was, like, coming out, I guess. But because it was an Epic exclusive, I never played it until it came to Steam, and some of the recent updates, I would say, have really improved it in a way that I figured it was worth streaming. I know, it's dark, I know. I'll fix that. To be fair, I am heading somewhere where it's going to really fix the darkness. And, cheers. I can't get through this way, can I? Once I have the excess black diamonds, I will absolutely set a map stone up in the Elven Quarter, so that I can just fast travel there, and I don't have to do this run anymore. But the Crystal Descent requires 15, and I have 17, so I'm 1 diamond short of being able to fast travel to the Elven Quarter. You better believe, as soon as I'm able, that's what I will do. I wonder where the tier 1 leg armor blueprint was. I never ended up finding it. I mean, I don't need it. I kind of skipped to tier 2, but...
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
It does have me wondering. I'm assuming I shot it? No, apparently I was shooting like a tree or something. So in this case, if I want to light something up ahead of me, I could make wood flares. They're pretty cheap and fairly effective at illuminating. So in order to do that, I just equip the wood flare, toss it, and then, oh, and I spooked the thing. Well, there's not a lot of places to run here, so... But hunting at night maybe wasn't a great idea. Did it run this way? Yes. Got you in the butt! So I didn't need too much hide for this shield. So I'm not going to do frustrating nighttime hunting. I'm just going to get the bare minimum to get the shield and then sleep. Oh, but let's not forget the blessing. And any of the blooms that I can find. Because the blessing and the blooms is what keeps me alive for long fights. And that's one of the reasons why I'll always come back to the Elven Quarter. Because it is one of the best health recovery foods. And the ingredient can only be found literally right here. Nowhere else. And it's not something you can grow yourself. Oh, I hear a bear. Where? Oh, it's below me. Okay. Oh, and another bear. Hi, bear. Don't mind me. So the bear's aggro range is tiny. And when you find your first bear, it will even tell you in the description that they like to be... Oh, I'm going to reset here. They like to be left alone, and they will leave you alone if you leave them alone. So, cave bears don't... I'll put it this way. There's a lot of enemies that can be tough to kill, like these cave bears, but they don't drop anything special And this is something true of a lot of the sort of stronger animal but not boss mobs. Cave bears aren't the only ones. There are other creatures in this game that follow kind of the same rule set, which is just because it's hard to kill doesn't mean it's worth killing. So if it's a named boss, that's obviously an exception. But there are critters that are just a waste of your time. Okay, we are in the middle of the middle of the night. So there's also a cold debuff now where we're getting bitter chill, like, which is a stamina penalty. So it's one of the reasons. There we go, bone cold. Being up at this hour comes with some penalties. It's not a problem for me. I'm not really fighting anything, but just so that you know, this time of day, not ideal to be out and about. What am I drinking? Coffee. So the reason I came all the way over here is some things cannot be made on your home forge, and this shield would be one of them. I can only make it here. Where? Oh, there it is. There we go. So now I have a torch on my head and a torch on my shield. So the light level around should be a lot better for you guys. Here's the difference. One interesting thing is the shield is directional. So if you block, it will illuminate forward. I really like that detail. Right? So if you don't want to wear the helmet all the time, but you're fine wearing the shield, it casts enough light that you can kind of see where you're going, but if you ever want to see forward better, you can hold right click and go to the block animation and you'll be able to see forward better. Pretty cool little shield. So the crystal descent required 30 elven wood or something. So before I turn in for the night, maybe make sure that I have enough so that I don't have to come back to the elven quarter. I already have 25, so it's not that much more before I go to sleep. Oh, that's not a tree that I can cut down. Now that I can use... So the Masterwork shields, the shield wall shield, I think is what you're talking about in your question. The Masterworks you can only use one at a time, and the shield wall is, I believe, don't quote me, it just has a wider block radius so that you can block more easily if you're trying to block a lot of things. I don't have any Masterworks right now. Masterworks by default bind to your key, to your 0 key. So if I had a Masterwork on me, it would be in my 0 slot. And there is a particular Masterwork item that I like more than all the others, so I'm not bothering on crafting any of the Masterwork items that I don't like. Hence the skipping over shield wall, skipping over the Masterwork torch, because I don't find them as useful as the other Masterwork item that I'm being elusive about because I haven't actually found it yet, the blueprints for it, so I don't want to name drop it as a spoiler. Can you swap out which Masterworks you carry? Sort of. It's actually kind of annoying. The moment you... So if I go up to the Great Forge of Narvi, and I craft the Masterwork Torch and the Masterwork Shield, I can only have one at a time, so the other one will be just dropped on the ground. I won't be able to, like, even hold it or pick it up. So, you can swap between them, but you have to it has to go somewhere. You have to put it away or whatever. So you can't hot swap between them. They can't both be in your inventory. Just a requirement of the game. And some people find that frustrating. I don't. I think one of the reasons why I don't particularly find it frustrating is I think it's designed with a squad of dwarves in mind, where like you might have a tank dwarf with the shield wall shield, and you might have a ranger dwarf with the torch masterwork, and then you might have, you know, and so it's designed so that as a group you can each carry a specific masterwork, so you don't have like one dwarf that's just like master of it all. So it might seem like a kind of a weird game mechanic. I get that, I appreciate that, but I think it's designed for a more meaningful multiplayer experience. That would be my my 2 cents. All right, so it is first light. I'm gonna go to sleep anyway, and then we're gonna go rebuild the Crystal Descent. So it's noon, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted noon so I could make noon food. Today we are ore focused. So woke up, reduced the stamina cost of mining to 0 for a long time. I'll drink to that.
Your wife, she may be fine, may give kisses sweet as wine. My lover's got a beard as bright as brass. Yours may smith 1,000 blades, while mine brushes, oils, and braids. My lover's got a beard as bright as brass. My lover, I can see across the dimmest, darkest pass. Like some summoned being of light, ever there to guide me right. My lover's got a beard as bright as brass.
It's a long song.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
All right, so what we needed for this was black diamonds. Oh, I have 20. I didn't realize I had 20. So we need 15 for the lift, and I'm going to bring 3 for a map stone, so that I can make a map stone in a pinch. I'm going to bring all of the stone that I have. It also needed spider fiber. I'll bring all my spider fiber. So the elven wood, the black diamonds, and the spider fiber are required for the lift, the stone and black diamonds for a map way, and then the remainder would be a campfire if I want to make a campfire. So I need to get 6 coal and 10 wood. I'll bring all the wood because I'm going to want quick platforms, and then the remainder is 6 coal. There. Done. Grabbing my lunch. Yeah, it's kind of pointless with the mining songs, sure. And then we're going to go to the Crystal's Descent. Polling, are you working? Doesn't look like it. Oh well, guess I'll be the boss then. Big Banger and Leuven, thank you for the resubs, by the way. Okay, there we go. I now have a path all the way down into the Crystal Descent. So we are trying to get out, and this path out was blocked. This path out was blocked. So we just keep detouring, essentially. That is like a common game mechanic. And if you're wondering, the ladders to get down do not take you all the way down. So plan accordingly. The crane or elevator or whatever. Oh, Jesus.
The descent is
Ow.
beautiful. But what's in the lower deeps?
Oh, the light level's much better, I think. Just don't fall like I did. So, if I needed to get up to that ladder, I could climb up this structure and build a quick platform, but I'm not going to be worried about going up just yet. I'm mostly focused on the down part. Dwarven escape room? Yes. Those really dark rocks are coal, so you can also get coal that way. Alright, let's build a reasonable way across. And I don't mind stocking up on coal, because I didn't actually have a lot of coal back home. So I'll have to hit a coal vein at some point. Game is also reminding me that rope ladders are useful for traversal. And you can hit F to quick build a rope ladder. So, let's see. If I... Oh, this is already a rope ladder. That's why it wasn't letting me build one. Now, the height that you can survive without fall damage is about the same height, is just shy of the same height as the max rope ladder. So, like, if you climb down a rope ladder and then you start to jump, you can survive that height, roughly. So if I wanted to get back up to... Well, I'm not going to worry about the way up right now. So down below me, as you can see, is lots and lots of shadow. There is some rock in that direction that I could break through. So let's, before I go all the way down, let's explore that rock. I like to use quick platforms more than the rope platforms, because the rope platforms you have to climb and it's kind of slow. More Spideys. We got, what is that, copper, and some true quartz. So true quartz is one of the important materials in order to rebuild damaged Durin lamps. So it's always nice when you're exploring to have the materials to rebuild those lamps, because sometimes they'll cut off your path. And once you rebuild them, it's a permanent bonus, right? You permanently remove the shadow from that zone. So that's right there, a broken Durin lamp. So let's go quick path over to it to figure out what it would cost for a rebuilding. I mean, I know, but I just wanted to show you as a mechanic. So to rebuild it, I need granite and true quartz. And yeah, you can stand over the shadow. Like right now, I'm not shadow blighted, because it has a very low height. And there's another broken one over there. So as soon as I can start mining up granite, we'll be able to start repairing those lamps so that we can remove shadow from the zones that we want to travel to. Oh wow, it's already twilight. Well, I'm no civil engineer, but that'll do. And yeah, as you can see, you do not want to drop all the way down. That's 300 feet. A bit beyond instantly fatal. What I'm trying to do is place... Actually, let's do a sketchy hop. And to place platform under that. There we go. So now it's a proper climb. Do we want to go over there? Yeah, I mean, let's... How much more wood do I have? 50... Okay, yeah, I have plenty of wood left to get over there. Let's keep exploring all the way down. And the reason is, I don't think this area where we are, this, like, transitory area between two biomes, is somewhere we're going to want to, like, return to often. So, fully exploring it on our way down is going to be useful. It's also kind of hard to tell if it's fully explored because it's dark, but I'm doing my best. So, more spiders. And yes, falling would be like 100,000 damage, exactly. It's, it would be ouch. You damaged my armor. Tin? So in this case, this is a shadow zone without a broken lamp. So if we wanted to clean it up, we could, but we'd have to make a Durin lamp from scratch, which is far more expensive, requiring sunstone and Kazad steel ingot and adamant and Mahal gift. Like, I don't know how to make that. So it's not a solution that we can pursue. And that doesn't really lead anywhere. So the gift, if you're wondering about, is a resource you can find around these shadow vents. So see those items in there? I'm actually going to pick them up in this case. Because I can... Oh, I didn't get out in time. So here's the gifts that you can get in the shadow vents. So you can harvest those gifts to be able to make your own lamps from scratch. I'm not worried about the lost health at the moment. It's not really adding up to much. Down, down, down we go. Still so far down. Oh god. Cheers. What was that? Is that copper? Coal. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 13th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.